You're not messing with me, are you? Look, all right, what's going on? What do you want? Drag me up in front of my woman. Where are you from?
Colorado.
Colorado. And what's your first name?
Salvador.
Salvador. And you're from Colorado. They're not checking the cards there yet. So, Salvador, nice to meet you, though. It's nice to meet you. What do you do for a living?
Truck driver.
Truck driver. Oh, cool. You know what? I got a ride from a truck driver once. That's pretty much how I get the handcuffs. I lied about the cops. But here's what we're going to do, folks. I want you to check out these handcuffs. Make sure that they are, in fact, solid.
It looks that way.
They look solid. Make sure they're official handcuffs. Here's the deal. They look okay to you, right? Okay. I'm going to try and escape from those handcuffs in a few moments, but I want you to look at this jacket. Make sure there are no holes in that jacket. Ooh, you're smarter than I anticipated. Check it out for any key. Where did you get this? Where did you get this jacket? Security tag there, folks. Apparently they forgot to remove it at the counter. All right, well, don't worry about that. All right, now, but check the pockets. Make sure there's no keys in the pockets. You good? You good? You're taking way too long. Okay, look at watch this. I will securely lock up these on my wrist. Before I lock it, though, I do have a key. It's not inside the coat, though. It's over here. It's hanging on my brand new keychain they gave to me at the gas station. Yeah, I'm like, can I use the restroom? And they're like, sure, take this. And I'm like, cool. It's a keychain, right? But look, if you're a girl, you can use the restroom. If you're a guy, you've got to be pushing a wheelchair. If you're a girl, you got to rest. You got it. 80 on Wednesday. All right, look at this. I will securely lock this on my left wrist. The other cuff will go securely on my right wrist. I want you to verify for yourself and the entire audience that these are securely locked and that there is no way I can escape. Would you let a guy like Salvatore check your handcuffs? You know, he's like, no, check it out. Make sure I can't slide out. Good, right? Good. Is it tight? I didn't say tighten it. I'm just asking if it's tight. You get that key? No. All right, look at that, folks. They're very secure, very, very tight. I'm going to try and escape from these handcuffs. Hold this in your left hand, this side right here in your right hand. Just keep your hand right about there. I'm going to try and escape from here in record-breaking time. In order to do this, are you wearing a watch? Can you time me? Just I want you to time me. It's going to go around. Wait till it gets back to the 12, and you'll time me. Because I'm going to try and escape real quick, okay? Are you timing me? Wait, you didn't time me yet. I'm going to say go. It's going to take 7 seconds. So just wait till it gets back up there, and we'll go at 7 seconds. Is that real? Yeah, it is. All right. So here we go, folks. 7 seconds now. 7. How many you got? How many seconds you got? Supposed to be counting for me. I don't even know how long it's going to take. I would say about 3 seconds. Give Salvatore a big round of applause. I'm hooking you up. Oh, sorry. All right. Hooking up the wrong people here today. All right, Salvatore, we'll let you out of there. You seem awfully disappointed, I know. Can you pick up that bar of soap while I'm doing this for me? Just seeing if you're having any flashbacks, sir. Salvatore, that truck driver. And can you hold these for a second? Fantastic. I'm so surprised that you missed the key. You remember I asked you to look inside here? It's right here. Yeah, and he probably missed it because the bottle was in the way. Yeah, every once in a while I'll have another bottle in there just to throw you off. Can't imagine a third one. Give Salvatore a big hand. Thank you. And the list done. Woo! I'm going to try it again. This time let me do the tricks. Okay? We're going to try this one final time, folks, so I can get out of here safely. Pull that up quickly. Hey, Marlo, do me a favor. Put that back on. Whoa, look how fast she is. Look at that. All right. We're going to do this now. And what's a nice girl like you did in a place like this anyway? Whoa, hey, take it easy. You know what happens on Vegas winds up on YouTube. Oh, oh, oh. I can't. Let's start my camera. Thanks for hanging out. Terrible. We'll be outside. Thank you so much. Woo! Every day he gives her a hard time. Woohoo! Oh, this is the fun part. They're either going to tell me they love me or hate me. We'll see what happens.
I was going to do around the end, but I didn't want to.
No, that's all right. Thank you so much.
I talked to these girls and
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you're very fun. He's quick up there, too.
Hey, no problem. Good to see you, bro.
Oh, thank you so much.
Take the Comedy Magic home. We got DVDs and magic kits. They're only $10.
You know I'm messing with you too much.
We got DVDs and magic kits if you have any kids. They're only $10.
I had to get someone that kind of go along with it. And I'm like, some of the guys look a little too tough, Thank you very, very much. Great show. Thank you so much. Thanks, because I didn't pick on you. That's why. You did. I just made you pick a word, right?
You guys got any kids or grandkids? We got DVDs and magic kits. Only $10 a piece.
Thank you guys.
They can learn that.
we have a grandson, but he's 20, so.
How did you get hold of it?
I don't know.
It was left.
She was a little bummed. She didn't have a
It did so much humor to the show. Thank you so
Here,
much.
talk to me. What's your name?
Thank you so much, you guys.
You know how to do that. Was great.
Did you do acting? She had that. She just told me.
No, I just
She
signed.
did.
All right, guys, so we are here outside of Mike's show, and we're actually lucky enough to have a couple of the folks who are up on stage. Patrick, you were up on stage with the road.
Yes.
Yes. And Marlo, you were in the
In the booth.
in the booth. How was it up there?
That was great. It was fun. It was a great act. Yeah.
Really dug it. What about you, Patrick? Did you have fun up there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
Did you figure out the rope?
Yes. And he tried to sign my rope.
So what do you think? Are you guys from here? Are you just visiting?
Yeah, we all live here.
Oh, cool, cool. Is this your first time seeing the show?
Yeah.
Neat. Did you get something to come back and see again?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was great.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank you so much. Tell them if you liked it.
Oh yeah, well we loved it. We loved it.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you very much. Enjoy it.
Oh,
That
thank you
was
so
great.
much. Well, thank you very much. Your group was hilarious. Thank you so much. She's
You guys have
covering
any
her eyes.
kids or grandkids? We got DVDs or
Thank you
magic
very,
kits.
very
$10.
much.
Oh,
Oh,
exactly.
no, I love you. Of course. Thank you so much. You were so much fun. She is so much fun, this one right here. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
You are.
Well, 9:30. We start singing at 9. Just give me one name.
Thanks you guys for coming out. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. He was too big for me to mess with, this guy. Thanks for coming out with me.
Love the show. It was awesome. Amazing. Awesome. Thank you.
Bye, thanks. Good luck. Boy, whoever she's marrying's got his hands full now. Woo!
All right, so folks, welcome back to Spankwagon. I'm Murphy.
I would be Captain One Leg.
I'm uninteresting.
I'm Trencher.
Who's also uninteresting. Yeah, so the name thing.
Spaten!
This
Why is there two
is
shows?
spittle, dude.
I like it. Optimator. This is Optimator. Is this German?
You think it should transform and roll out?
I got an idea. Let's put this beer back in my fridge and see if it wants to rename all the other condiments Spaten. So Optimator, it is a German beer. Spaten, oh wow, that's all kinds of words there. Braunmünchen.
Wait.
Oh, I gotta at least try
Can
that.
you give that a shot?
Okay, Spaten
Franziskaner Brau Munich.
We're having problems because it's written in cursive. And, we went to public
For
school.
this part of Spankwagon, hit the SAP button.
Spaten, I've had Spaten, I've had some of their other brews before. This is the Ultimata.
Oh my god.
On the plus side, once you're done drinking it, it tries to take over the world and then becomes governor. By the way, did anyone else catch Schwarzenegger in The Expendables?
Yes.
I did not. He wants to be president.
Did he not look old and flabby?
Well, he is.
He
old
is old and flabby.
He did not look good. Look, Michael Douglas does not look old and flabby, and they're about the same.
Michael Douglas isn't the
I think he
governor.
was the only one in that film that wasn't on human growth hormone.
Sylvester Stallone and his facial hair. All right, so as with most good German beers, the damn thing is surrounded in foil.
To foil you.
To foil you.
It's actually like
Oiled
the
again.
typical German baked. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know how many other people are going to catch that, but you Bulls are very, very pissed off right now. All right. Anyone else find it weird that Yule Bowl released the trailer for his new Holocaust movie, and the tagline on it is "Holocaust Never Forget"?
No.
Right around the time of September 11th. Okay. So,
What a shock.
so Optimator Spot in Munich since 1397.
It's an old bottle.
Those look like, are those shovels?
Those are shovels.
They look more like spatulas. Spades.
Hey,
That's racist.
Racist, dude.
Spades, yeah.
What is a German
Let's
beer?
call a spade a spade.
Okay.
I dare you to walk up to a guy and say, "You're a spade."
You're a spade.
Well, okay, if he's over 40, he'll get that.
I can't believe you just asked me to walk somewhere. What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right, fine. Hop up somewhere.
You're a spade.
Wow.
All right, so
How much vodka did you give yourself compared to everyone else?
Don't even go there.
isn't that amazing? Okay, nice golden dark beer.
It's a nice color.
Good head on that.
That's a nice thick head. That's what she said.
Wait. You can't give your own punchline?
Yeah, I got called out on that one. So.
Yeah.
This is a 7.5% alcohol beer. The look right off it is dark but clear, very clear. The head was thick and it eased off fairly quickly.
Yeah. Not very foamy.
Smell?
Hit the number for the peanut gallery.
Bing! Mm.
I can't quite place that smell.
No. That's
Wait.
It smells like
Tobacco.
no.
It
It smells like the candy shop in Disneyland.
I was gonna say it's a little nutty almost.
Yeah.
See, I'm smelling a little bit of tobacco. It's really weird.
I see what you're getting at, but I think that comes out to the nuttiness that we're getting there.
Okay.
I think
This is crazy.
this is the Disneyland expert over here.
Yeah.
Come here.
Come on, lady.
We have
Tell
both
me this
of
does
us.
not smell like the candy shop on Main Street.
Is that the one next to the coffee shop?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, right there on
Maybe
the.
that's where.
It is rather strange how well
Okay.
we know Disneyland.
It's not strange.
No, it's
It's
There's
beautiful.
definitely a hint of candy
That's
shop
too what?
Okay.
Last night and then tonight. Last night was Pinocchio's Pavilion.
Oh yeah, yeah. Side note: last night we were for Chief's birthday at Crown and Anchor. Outside, Mrs. Murphy remarked how the outside of the building looked like Pinocchio's Pavilion, with the beams and the little bit of the stained glass.
nice.
thing.
All right. So,
Okay,
the
so-
scent. Let's try the taste. Cheers.
Give me that bottle.
Yeah.
Give me that bottle. Give me that bottle. Give me that bottle. Give it to me. Give it to me, you right bastard. Oh.
That is good beer.
Oh.
I like the nut flavor.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's dark and it's a little smoky, but then there's that nutty sweet flavor to it.
And it's not powering sweet. Actually,
Yeah.
Even compared to 841, this is actually I think a little bit better than 841.
I think the color doesn't.
The color's
tell the truth
misleading.
on the flavor.
Yeah, the
Like,
color's
it's-
misleading.
It's very light compared to the color.
Murph, I need the cap.
The cap? Oh yeah, absolutely. Ooh. Mmm. We will be consuming this later during poker. Mm.
I like that.
That's good. It's a little sweet, like most higher alcohol content beers are, but not overpoweringly sweet.
Very smooth.
Yeah. Do you want to do that one or do you want to do the oatmeal?
Let's do the big one.
This is the big one.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Before we break open the other bottle,
Yep. We need that.
we need ratings. Trench?
You know what? I give this one 4. I will give this one 4. Yes, I think it's a little bit better actually than Expedition, but you know, they're pretty well even, so I guess I've justified that.
Since I was a little angry that the bottle was taken out from in front of me so soon and I couldn't get a second sip, this has to be a 4. If not, a 4.5.
Ooh, getting up into that utopias area.
I'm gonna have to go with a 0.5. I just didn't like it at
Is
all.
that your blood
You know-
alcohol content?
It could be.
You're such an anti-beer guy,
That's the
though.
brown guy.
Yeah, which tells you the ones that I say actually taste good actually have some flavor to it. You know, not so
And cough
over-
syrup. We
And,
get it.
and cough syrup, you know.
I'd like to point something out real quick. Cat One Leg also is the only one who chose Chief's Burger out of the rest of the other burgers in the burger making contest. He likes that. He likes that overpowering flavor, and he likes it to have a little kick to it.
I'm a big fan of whatever it is that I'm tasting. That's what I want to taste. And when you smell this and then taste it, it's just no. It's all
Sully,
off.
this explains why you like Chiefs.
Mrs. Murphy, come here real quick. Come here.
what
I
she
want
said.
you to have a last little sip of this.
Ding.
Again, she's always on me with this whole. It tastes like beer, it smells like beer. Sweetheart,
But
come
it's
on over here.
beer.
Take my position up on the front. Give that a shot.
So he can take his position in the rear.
Yes, we are putting, you know, Murphy's wife into various positions.
Smells like
It's
it has
lots of fun.
honey.
Honey. I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It tastes like beer.
See?
You almost had it. All right, let's do cup rinse.
Yes, absolutely. I give it a 4. Great flavor, good finish, good aftertaste. It's not overpoweringly sweet, but it's definitely yummy.
Okay. So while you're doing the cup rinse, someone brought something that looks like it should be a Highlander episode.
There can be only one.
Adrian Brew.
Is it an Adrian Barbobot?
We're just gonna say that this is the beer with the picture of
A French
that
guy.
guy on it.
It's
So-
got, like, okay, first off, it has a cage. And you slammed it down on the counter. Is there a particular reason it has a cage? A champagne or a sparkling wine cage that's
Give
keeping
me
the cork
the
in?
thing.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
Take off your other leg.
Considering.
Can we speed this up in post?
I'm gonna have to.
I know. It's like he's tasting a burger for the
It's
first
only
time.
an hour show. Yeah, I know! How'd that make it into the trailer?
Party foul.
Come on, dude, you're handy capable. Why isn't this off yet?
You have a blade, I'll just...
That's what she said.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait. Ding.
Ding, ding.
Can we do it?
Yeah,
If I get this, just go like you go.
it's because I loosened it.
Ha
It's not just me.
No, it's just you.
It's the beer that does not want to be drank.
It does not.
There it goes.
It's actually not a beer, it's an ale.
Is it pop?
It's coming. Okay, why was there no on that?
That was the audiences. They get
Yeah.
that one.
Yes.
Okay.
I heard every single one.
Every
All
viewer.
3 people.
Every
All
viewer.
3 people.
All right.
There was a little pop.
There we
to
go.
it.
Yes.
A little pop.
Captain loosened it up.
Plastic cork.
All the way.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so, wow. Adrian Brouwer Dark Gold Ale. Brewed and bottled in Belgium, one of Belgium's oldest family breweries. Product of Belgium, 8.5% alcohol. Cat, why don't you start us off there?
Okay. I don't know. I'm not too fond of this. It's got a Frenchman on it, which means it may just be weak and we gotta give up.
No, he's
But-
Belgian.
He's Belgian.
No, that's a Frenchman. Remember I saw one.
Have you ever seen a Frenchman?
Sadly, yes. Sorry to the French. Or those Canadians up
We need
there.
to
that
give you
do-
a pouring lesson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. All right, let's go drink up Surrender Monkey.
Okay, now, I actually do know how to pour beer. And if you pour straight down the side of the glass, you don't get a nice head on it. You start at the side of the glass and finish in the middle.
Yeah.
He is correct.
We did do that as an episode on how to. That's how you wind up with that. Okay, so color on this, again with the other Belgians we've had tonight is
Pretty consistent with them.
yeah, it's cloudy, which again is usually, oh, hey, Ken, you probably know this. One of the main spice ingredients in Belgian beer, coriander.
Really?
Yes, coriander. It's a little smoky there in the middle. It had a good head, not a thick head, but definitely not as
Not as
Dr.
bad
Pepperish as we had earlier.
Who knows what coriander grows up to be?
Cilantro.
There you go.
as Lindsay Lohan.
No, he was right. You
Oh.
could have stopped there.
All right, so the look on it's definitely nice. It's cloudy. It's not overly fizzy, but there's definitely some carbonation happening there. Smell?
About typical what we've been
Yeah,
smelling
with
with
the-
all the Belgians.
yeah, with the Belgians.
So that means Steve's gonna hit it.
A little
Probably
crisp.
hit.
I definitely get that coriander. All right, and let's enter flavor country, shall we? Ooh.
That's very good.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's a big bottle.
That's that's like a bottle of port right there. That's what that is.
Mm.
That's we'll be chilling out outside later in the deck outside, as you guys have seen me drink out there before. With that,
Yeah, because it's
yeah, definitely that's a keeper. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
it's kind of like a woman I ran into the other day.
That's nice and smooth.
That is
Corked
smooth.
our cheese.
Yep.
It is it's deceptive because you smell that little bit of sweetness and you're like, okay, it's gonna be sweet like the other ones. It's gonna kind of overpower you like the Golden Drop. No, it goes in sweet, but then the backside of it comes up with a hammer and says, no, try this.
This is the kind of beer that tricks you.
Yeah.
8.5%, alcohol.
Yeah.
And you could drink this bottle after bottle after bottle and be fine, stand up, fall, hit your head, and you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you're reminded. Gravity is a law, not a suggestion. Something interesting I'm noticing, and I don't know if it's maybe just me, but the physics side of it, but getting a little bit of head on it, but when you take the glass back, you get the carbonation, it almost breaks up, you see, into waves.
Yeah.
This is yummy. This is good stuff.
Now, keeping in mind, I'm only doing this to mess with these people's heads, but I like this. It was not as powerful as the other ones.
No.
It had the same smell without having that harshness to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I dig it.
Kat, you want to give it a score?
I'll give this a 4.5.
Really?
Good smell, good flavor. Doesn't overpower you. It's something that you can actually sit there and drink and enjoy without having to take your time with it because it's tearing you. It's
Yeah.
overpowering all of your taste buds.
So
I'll
basically,
give this a 4 or 5.
it's in the same family as Expedition, but not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go with a 4. It's got a great flavor. It definitely it kicks in places where it needs to, and like I said, it takes your taste buds and hits them with a hammer and says, "No, try this."
Yep.
Great carbonation throughout it, and even as I've been sitting here and I've just been, tapping to keep the head up, it is staying there. That head is staying there. So I'm giving it a good 4. Ken, Mr. Uninteresting.
This is absolutely, I think, the best beer we've had tonight. So I'm going to give it a 4.75.
Highest score so far.
Highest score so far.
Well, I'm going to stick with my 4s. It's in that range. It's something I will sit and enjoy, and I will have this again. So.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
That's what
had a
she
Belgian. Hey I don't. Bing. I don't think I've ever had a dark Belgian, a gold Belgian ale before. This is good stuff.
Very good.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't want to slam it because I know we got more beer to drink, but
Yeah.
this is
as crazy as it may sound, this is a sipping beer.
exactly. All right, guys. So welcome back to Spankwagon. I'm Murphy, and back there is Trencher, and joining us is Mike Hammer. Mike, the guys at home have seen your show. Well, they've seen it here.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Oh, thanks.
That was really inventive. I gotta ask you, how long have you been doing magic?
Oh boy, over 25 years, just a long time.
And you've been out here in Vegas a while now?
Yeah, I've been out in Vegas for about 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll notice what I do a lot of. I like a lot of comedy in it, so I don't just play off just the magic. I mean, I have good magic, but I like comedy. That's what drives me.
Yeah, it's not just a here's a trick, here's a trick, here's a trick. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
I think that really brings the audience into it.
Yeah, and it was a good crowd today too.
It was, yeah, they were lively. There was the little bachelorette party up
Yeah.
front.
Oh, they were gone, huh?
So, I mean, you've done comedy in a couple of places, and here at the Four Queens, how is it different for you?
Well, the one thing I do like here that I think is great is the room. As you can see, it's really intimate. So it's a different kind of setting. Like you feel like you're in a big living room, you know. So you can, don't you kind of get that
with the big couches,
with the couches,
yeah, and the carpeting on the floor. I mean, it has that kind of.
So
appeal.
it feels like that, but it makes it real comfortable to talk with people that way, and because I do a lot of conversations with the audience, and so for me it's real fun. It's real relaxed.
Awesome. Is there anything that you'd like to add here, other than like a shit ton of people?
Oh, in the room?
Yeah.
Well, what I am going to be working on, I've got some new effects that I'm working on to utilize the screens on the side of the stage. There's the two big screens you can see.
The big projection system.
I'm I've got a couple routines that I'm putting together to utilize some of those, which will be really cool. So it's that type of thing.
That's neat.
Yeah.
So you've been doing magic, professionally for about 25 years?
Yeah, over, yeah.
Yeah. How did you get into
I'm 87 right now.
87 years
so
old.
yeah.
You look good. You look good. Not a day over,
60.
60. How'd you get into magic?
As of last Wednesday.
As
of last Wednesday, yeah. Oh, yeah, see that lady? 80-year-old lady, last Wednesday. She's great. You know what? As a kid, I just started goofing around with, I think I bought a kit as a kid. I was probably like, I don't know, 12 or something like that. And I just started playing around with that, and it was just, I guess I just liked it. It was weird.
Grew from there.
Yeah.
Did you always want to do that, or did it become something?
Pretty much, I always wanted to perform, so yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know if it was magic or just on stage doing something, but yeah.
It's great because not everyone can pull it off. Not everyone can actually get into that. And I'm gay. Wow. So, unfortunately, it's not the first time anyone on this camera has ever heard me say that. I mean, that doesn't make it true, but yeah.
Deny.
Yeah, exactly. Denial is more than a river in Egypt.
I think that was my cue card they were trying to give me.
You took it. The words right out of his mouth.
Literally.
Well, I guess it's better taken out than putting something in, right?
Yeah, you got that.
What would you advise to someone? What kind of advice would you give to someone who's looking to get into performing, either on stage or?
You know what? The smartest thing to do if you want to, like, if it's magic, for example. When I was a kid, there were a lot of books. People read books. I read books, but now they do a lot of videos. There's a lot of videos out there. So I recommend to people videos or books on magic, so you can learn, from there and progress from there. And it's just, but I personally liked books because you're not seeing someone else do it. So in some ways, you don't wind up impersonating another performer. Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool. I mean, the act up there was really. I mean, the interactive level was, I think, what really drew the audience in.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, some of the tricks is you've seen variations from other places, but some of the other ones, it's like, wait, hold on a sec, back this up a little bit. How would you pull this off? Do you find yourself being more influenced by other magicians or by your own desire to build?
No, you know what it is. When I watch other magicians, for the most part, I know how things work. I've been doing this a long time, so I can figure something out. But what I like to try and do is I'll watch a certain approach to something. Like I'll see a particular routine, and I'll be, well, that routine's clever. Whether I figure it out or not doesn't matter. But the routine, what I try and do, though, I come from a point of comedy where a lot of people come straight from the point of magic. So if it's funny to me, I'll work the routine around it, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
I try and... other than the razor blade swallowing, then I have to take more of a serious approach on that. But other than that, for example, when I do that version of the bill inside the orange, I mean, that's been around for probably hundreds of years. The concept of a bill inside a piece of fruit. But I take an approach where you don't realize that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it definitely kind of went in a different direction.
Yeah.
It was very off the wall and kind of inventive. Have you ever?
He means shitty.
No. Have you ever tried to pull a trick off and try and it just didn't happen for you? You had to finally abandon it?
Yeah, I run into that. You do, because sometimes you'll think, man, this would be a great magic. There's a lot of good effects out there, so you'll be like, wow, this is a great magic routine, but it doesn't really fit what I do. so you have to get rid of it. You know, there's guys sometimes you'll see them sometimes, and they'll put together like an illusion or something on TV, but it's not really them. It doesn't fit their personality, so it just comes off like, okay, you know, it's like flat.
Just kind of wonky.
Yeah. And then, you know, like today I threw in the thing with the kid. There was a kid in the audience.
Yeah.
So I did the thing with the kid, but I really kind of make the routine sort of for the adults.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Even though it's for the kid, you know, so. I mean, it's performed for the kid.
There was a lot of inside jokes,
innuendos,
and and it was very cool how you kept going back to the well for things with the crowd. You know, callbacks on jokes. And, you know, that's where I think the comedy really kind of excels.
Yeah, and actually for me, I have a pretty good memory, so I hear, and I have really good hearing in the crowd. I can hear when they're mumbling things to each other. Like today, you know, the one older woman was commenting on what the person on stage was doing. She goes, God, even I got that. And I heard her say that. I mean, I hear these things. So I just wait a second and wait for the moment to use that. So
now, with any crowd, you've got ups and you've got downs.
Yeah.
What do you do when you have a crowd that's just flat?
Fortunately, because you get them once in a while. Fortunately, I can always fall back on the magic. I just taper back on some of the jokes that they're not getting,
and just go back to
and just go back to like the magic. And I mean, because I could play the magic straight if I have to, you know. You know, I've been doing it long enough that I find ways around it. But I know you do get those crowds. You're like, oh, and then you leave. You're like, oh, that show sucked. You know, it's the same show you just did. For someone, you know, you do it 100 times, and all of a sudden you get this audience, and you're like, they're not getting anything. You know,
you're just not getting anything back out of them.
So, and it does happen. And you know what? Sometimes it's really weird because I'll get a group like that that I'm thinking, man, these people are just not with it. You know, they're just not having a good time. And then I leave, and on the way out the door, they're like, oh my God, that was the best show we've ever seen. I'm like, what show were you watching? You know, so you don't always know. Some people are just quiet. You know, it's just weird.
And on the way out, I don't think we saw anyone that had didn't look like they had a really good time.
Yeah.
You know, everyone was smiling, everyone was happy to meet you, and it was very cool. I think that was, and that audience interaction that you do with them, I think that really kind of helps.
Yeah.
Now,
it could backfire though if they don't like your personality, you know, and all of a sudden you're ripping on them. It's like, you know, where are you from? Kentucky. I'll go slower. Woo.
That was one thing too. I noticed. I mean, there was a very comedic tint to it, where you were kind of an asshole in times to them, but everyone, it was all in good nature. But it was it works really well. Have you ever come across that where you just feel like you've gone too far?
No, actually, I didn't do it today because. I knew you guys were coming here and no.
He held off for us?
No, here's the deal.
That's the worst idea.
It's not because of you guys. Here's what it is, though. Because when it doesn't work, you're going to get O's. It could turn on you the other way. But I do this thing with the sound guy. Not the thing with the gerbil, but there's another thing we do. And what we do, that. But there's this, I'll be bantering back and forth with the sound guy. We usually do it with the smaller crowds where we really don't care, you know, and he'll yell something out, I'll yell something back at him, but I'll pick on the audience, but in a different way, just to get him to start laughing, you know,
Nice.
So we do our own kind of inside jokes type things.
That's very cool. I mean, it's that, I think it's a different tint to things, like how it's not all, you know, family friendly, and, ooh, you know, like that. That really kind of gave it a different taste to it all.
Yeah.
Now, in this town, there's no shortage of magicians. I mean,
no, there's thousands. It just seems like thousands. I think it's the same ones that keep popping up. They keep calling me. Let's do lunch. Let's do lunch. Let's do lunch. I don't really like magicians. I just, you know.
What do you think of some of the other acts in town? Some of the big name guys.
There are some very good acts. Like, I really love Penn and Teller. I think that Penn and Teller are great. I love them. Amazing Jonathan, I think he's hilarious. I don't think he tries to be a good magician, but I think he's very, very funny. I think
he's definitely comedic.
He's very funny. I like Matt King's got a great show. He's very funny. It's a very good show. Very, very solid show. He's over at Harrah's. So
that's a little family-friendly one, isn't it? Or
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'm supposed to have that little family-friendly one too.
Oh,
but I do what I want. But he's a good guy. And then there's a couple guys that are really good with close-up magic. There's a guy, Paul Vigil. He's amazing with close-up magic. Yeah, he works over at the Mirage at the King Ink. He does some things there. And Paul, you're awesome. But he's really, really good. but I like comedians. I
Yeah.
really do. I know every magician. I know all of them, but I get a kick out of the comedians for
As a
some reason.
comedian
Yeah.
side of things. That's very cool. Is there? I'm giving you a chance to throw anyone on the bus. Is there anyone you can't stand?
No, I love everyone.
I knew we weren't going to get an answer on that one.
We're smart entertainers.
Yeah.
Because the next thing you do, you know who ends up seeing all this is the one you didn't like.
Yeah.
And they spread it out to all their geek friends, you know, that you didn't like them. And
God bless the internet.
honestly, I do really like most. There's a lot of good guys out there.
There's not, is there as much infighting in some of the magician groups as there is in the comedic groups? Because I know comedians can be really vicious to each other.
Comedians are vicious to each other, but that's because they're all arguing over who invented what joke, you know. So, no, I think you know what. No, people are pretty good. I mean, sometimes people mumble something behind someone else's back or something like that, but
it's not
Yeah.
it's not like knife in the back, right?
no, and I don't really engage in that. There's no point. You know what? There's enough work out there for everyone, and it's if you're good with what you do. So
Outstanding. All right, well, guys, this is Mike Hammer. If you're here in town, please come check him out here at the Four Queens. Your shows are 4 o'clock Wednesday through Sunday.
well, they're gonna start 5 o'clock. We're after this week, we go into football season, so
Okay.
we're doing Tuesdays through Saturdays at 5 o'clock. So Tuesday through Saturday at 5 o'clock. It's at the Four Queens, and actually, it's so you can see football on Sunday. That's why they changed it.
Well, it's a great value, and I got to tell you guys, it's a great show. We were back there laughing the whole time, and we've got to try and be quiet because we've got the mic right there. All right, guys. Well, you're watching Spankwagon again. Check out Mike Hammer. The show is absolutely amazing. Huge thank you to all of you. Huge, Mike, thank you so much.
Oh,
for
thank you so
spending
much.
some time with us.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys. Welcome back to Spankwagon. I'm Murphy.
And I'm Trencher.
And tonight's Brew Review Extravaganza, you see we have the whole plethora of beer out there. Everything from the oatmeal stout all the way down to the tonight's unequivocal winner.
Let's start over. I want to introduce this differently.
Three, two. Welcome back to Spankwagon.
Wow, that was angry. You're back.
I'm doing my Morbo impression.
One more time.
Okay. Welcome back to Spankwagon. I'm Murphy.
And I'm not.
So tonight we've had ourselves a rather interesting array of beers.
With the Brew Review Extravaganza. Did I get it right? Brew Review Extravaganza.
Yes.
Put it, please for me. Could you even flip the text so I can read it next time? Thank you. Nice. All right. You're saying no?
No. Not happening. I'm not fixing that in post.
So we went basically stout. You'll notice this is kind of elevated. We'll get to that in a second. But we've kind of reviewed everything. And Murphy, I'm hoping you're putting like the scores. We're not quite sure yet who the absolute winner is based upon points. But we do know which one is the winner based upon public opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be this bottle.
That would be the, again, I'm horrible with the names on this. This is Adrian Brouwer Dark Gold Ale. It is a Belgian beer that does not taste like a Belgian beer. It tastes like Jesus came down and gave us a bottle and said, dude, here, try this. A phenomenal taste, even if it does have a Frenchman on the front. I think overall everyone gave this a big thumbs up. I know the guys are waiting for us to finish this segment very quickly so they can dive into the rest of this bottle. There's about a third of it left, and that'll last about 10 minutes, if that.
If that. So we hope you've enjoyed the review. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, everything that's happened, and Alakazam and all that good stuff, and some of the other things we've done this week. I really don't have much more to say.
You know, guys, look, here's the deal. You know we sit there and we give these beers, we give them a shot, and we tell you what to do. We tell you what we think, but that's never a substitute for you going down and picking some up yourself.
As a matter of fact, let's give a little bit of mad props to Reverend Hammer and Air Mattress for their Whiskey Dicks review.
Absolutely.
Maybe you can watch some of their stuff as we bring it into our show. And if it's not beer, maybe it's whiskey. If it's not whiskey or beer, maybe it's mixed drinks. I like Captain One Leg.
Oh, hell, we forgot one.
Wait. Yeah.
There we go. So there is our list of beers and brews this evening, and one mixed drink and a root beer at that. Guys, seriously, go down to your local shops, pick up a beer. If it's one you've never had before, even better. Sticking with what you know is never a good thing. Try some new stuff, because honestly, tonight, if we hadn't have suggested this, we wouldn't have had Fuck It. Or, still a wonderful deal. Huge thank you to Cat One Leg, Mrs. Murphy, of course, Mr. Uninteresting, the original Book Diva, and, well, you.
And you.
For making this possible. These guys brought us, I want to show you something real quick on this. That was ours.
This is ours.
That was ours. That was ours. The rest of these beers were brought by our friends. Why? Simple. Spend some time with your friends, have a drink, figure something new out that you didn't know already, and have a beer. So, I think from all of us at Spankwagon, drink, bitches.
Yeah, I know.
Is to take a placemat from inside and put that in front of it, so it will slightly.
No, I want both.
I can't talk with this giant light in my face. I hate you, Mark.